This time on 585 Garage,
we address all the suspension issues on my 1988 Chevy Caprice, and we shoot it out with my 17 Buick Regal Turbo. And the results, they may surprise you, but you can watch that now.
You should put your seatbelt on.
wait. All right, so this is going to be Joe's first run through our homemade slalom here. All the cones we've tried to get pretty evenly spaced. We're actually even going to hit him with a stopwatch and see what he can do. You ready?
I'm ready.
And go! We have 2460.
Wow, that is a lot of work. How many cones did I hit?
7. There's only 6 out there, so I don't know where you found the 7.
I'm good at that. What was my time?
2460.
I don't know if that's good or not.
We're going to call it great.
Okay.
But since we're going to do a bunch of improvements, we're going to call that horrible and try to beat it.
That sounds good.
Sounds like a plan.
Can I go again? I think I could. What was it?
2460.
I think I could do a 2450. Okay. Okay. We're gonna go again.
I'm going to reset here.
Gonna put all my, you know, you guys know how we roll. All the extra switches and crap. Oh, Cody's right there.
Bud?
What'd I do?
2553.
Nice, man. I don't know if you can hear me. Oh my God, there's Cody!
No, that's worse. It's a second slower.
Oh, it is? I thought I ran a 26.
2460.
Oh.
You did a 2550.
It blocked off the line. Can I go again? Then Cody was there. I was nervous to hit him.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to get it on this one.
Hey, you should put your seatbelt on.
Wait.
I'm trying for first gear on the converter. That's definitely a better start. Oh God. Oh no. We're whipping now. Oh, I felt something. How'd I do?
Best time thus far.
Yeah?
Hit majority of the cones.
Did I?
Yeah. The
Oh, no.
first, third, and then on the way back, I think the 4th.
Oops.
But hey, your best time. I don't know where they were shaved particularly, but
All right. Well, I mean, what was the? I already forgot the time.
2460 versus 2202.
I shaved 2 seconds.
And,
Kinda.
And 3 cones.
What do? Can we? What's the limit for the cones?
I don't know.
I don't know. Let us know in the comments if you think I did better. And if I didn't, what the cone time deduction should be. Let's let them figure it out.
So at this point, we have the shocks disconnected from the axle housing, which will allow us to preferably drop it as low as we truly can get it. And in doing so though, the soft line that goes from the middle of the axle housing up to the chassis is only so long. So I'm gonna sit here and kind of keep an eye on it as Joe lowers the rear end and hopefully doesn't drop it on my head.
Roger. That soft line's still doing good?
I would stop about there. All right, so to give us some more access here, we took the wheel off and gives you guys a great view of the spring here. And I have this compressor that it's not the two-piece deal. I like these kinds because they at least feel a little more safe. But really, we only have to go a little bit to get this the rest of the way out. And we're gonna show you that now. You come in here with just a wrench of sorts. And it's already, I believe, off the perch. You may be able to just kind of, there we go. Just a little bit of help. And here is our new spring, ready to be installed. And we noticed these are HD springs, so they're thicker, stiffer. However, they appear to be slightly shorter, so we might not need to compress them at all to get them in, which would be lovely. And we don't. And we're in. And now that we got this in, we just got to do that to the other side. We are removing the upper hardware of the shock, and on these cars they're fun to get to, but if you have the right tools, it's really not so bad. You just need a really long extension. Bye bye. Make way for the goody air shocks. There it is. Got it. It actually worked how I planned.
Alright, so while Carter's getting out, I'm working on assembling the new air shocks.
Wow.
That was quick. So by doing that, they gave us these super cool air lines. We're going to put the air lines on the air shocks. The kit came with a T, so we're going to tee them together and then run them to a convenient point on the car.
We are now installing the new air shocks.
They look excellent.
They do.
So once Carter goes to the other side, I'm going to route the airline to the back, and I've actually done a little bit of, we'll call it pre-gaming, if you will, on how to fit this in here. So they say that you need to drill like a 1/4-inch hole to mount this, but I found a hole that's the right size right here. Obviously it's not going to go that way, it'll go the other way. Right here behind my license plate. So it'll be nice and concealed. So with this sitting behind here, the way that it's going to, I need to route the line. I don't know if you can see it. You can see it a little bit there. There's quite a bit of line there. So I have to route it all the way through the back of the car, right into here, over the top, over to here, and just get everything put together. And then I think we'll be sitting pretty. We can get the rear end down, go home, get some sleep, and we'll get back at it tomorrow morning with the car back under its own weight, and we'll tackle the front end. And we'll get it all torn apart, fix it, and then put it back together. We have our new air shocks in. We routed the lines. We didn't show you that, mainly because it did include quite a bit of swearing. But we can now pump up the lines, which means I think we're to the point where we can put maybe that wheel and tire on from this side of the car.
All right, so we're all done, buttoned up in the back, and about to set the car on the ground under its own weight for the first time since all the new parts went in. Yeah, pretty quick. So we did take an initial height at the rear before we began. We're gonna take a measurement now just for kicks, because once we get the front end done, if that goes up, back end will go down. It's not really a critical fore and aft measurement kind of thing. But
it is just about 18. So, wow, that's up 2 inches.
Just about 18. So with shorter springs, but heavier duty, and air shocks at the lowest setting right now.
Not even that. They're not even at 25 pounds, which is...
Oh, true. Very
setting.
True.
Yeah, 18 on each side. Just about. Actually, yeah, 18. That's gonna ride really nice.
You like riding on air?
Yeah. Well, I wonder what happens when we do this. It doesn't squat
Not
like
much.
it used to.
Let's take we'll load an LS in the trunk and go somewhere.
The bags say they're good for 200 pounds.
There we go.
200 PSI.
And we're stiff at 25.
Yeah.
Oh.
But it's what, like 10:30?
I think it's like 11.
11.
Yeah, time flies.
Yeah, time flies when you're having fun, smashing
right.
fingers, working on cars. So we're gonna get out of here and we'll catch up with you sometime tomorrow morning-ish. All right, guys, we just got back in. We got everything done on the rear end last night that we needed to, which was really nice. I actually didn't expect to finish. So we are totally on track to getting this thing done. So at this point now, we are working on lifting up the front of the car. We're gonna have to pull the hubcaps off, crack the lug nuts. You guys know how it goes. And then once we get the front end in the air, we'll be able to start installing all of our new suspension components here. And once that happens, hopefully we can get it done today. If not, it will be finished up tomorrow. So we'll take you along for the ride every step of the way. You have anything to add?
Other than good morning. Let's get it.
Good morning, let's get it. Let's get it, dude.
So at this point, you guys know, we got a bunch of new goodies that we're gonna throw in the front of this car. And to start, we're gonna remove the sway bar, remove the calipers, remove the tie rods, and then also remove the shock. And then we'll get back with you safely taking out the springs. We have a way to do that, so stay tuned.
All right, so we're gonna take this castle nut off. There's a cotter pin in there, which we're gonna remove. We're gonna take this nut off up here, and then this whole tie rod link will come out, inner, outer, and the adjuster, ready to rock and roll. That was like textbook. And there you go. There's the tie rod end, inner, outer, the whole nine. So coil spring spacers, check it out. Check it out. So coil spring spacers are these units here. And they do exactly what the name implies. So the reason I put these in, and I've got 3 of them, One on the front, one on the back, and one on the middle towards the top. Because when I did the LS swap, these little dinky V6 springs did not like all the weight of the 6-liter and 4L80. So I needed 3 inches of clearance, and these work out to be about 1 inch a piece. So the removal and installation of them are the same. You just twist them a different direction. So let me change my angle of the dangle here. You put your 1/2 inch breaker bar in there, just give them a twist. And it's just that simple. I know it sounds super violent, but it really isn't. There we go. Well, this one wasn't completely blown out, but it's definitely not in good shape.
So, you're probably wondering why I'm taking this out already. Well, we still weren't able to get the shock undone. As you can see, the top of it, which gives us a little bit to bite on, bit and then got bitten off. So now we have all the exposure to, dare we do it, but cut the top of the shock off.
All right, go ahead and say it because it feels so good.
The shock is out, and we beat it to submission to the point that it literally just said nope and fell out of the, like, kid you not, it fell to the ground, fell out of the cars, which is very satisfying. So now I think finally we can move a little onward with at least this side. As in terms of everything, we also have the other side to do, which hopefully won't be such a process. We'll see. It probably will be, but who knows. So here we go.
Put it on the bottom. And, I'll do this. That way you don't have to. Boy, that was easy.
Hallelujah! Good morning, folks. We're back at it. It's a beautiful Sunday. We even have the door open, which is first in like a long time, which is awesome. Yesterday, we wrapped up with getting all of the suspension components, A-arms, everything out. Today, we are kicking off with totally rebuilding the A-arms with the new bushings. And right now, banging out this lower ball joint, as well as the other ones all prepped. I don't think we're gonna like totally, these are in great shape, especially for their age. But something a lot of people do that's kind of a rookie mistake is they'll get all excited. They say, oh, all right, I got it out. Well, I'm gonna clean it. If you do that, you owe it to yourself to do it right and clean and paint. Otherwise, the reason this is in good shape is because of all this crusty, oily cake on that's been here for years. It kind of seals it in. And there's, I don't care what anybody says, there is no replacement for OE like grease grunge, for rust inhibited inhibition or whatever, as I screw up my words. But nevertheless, I'm gonna bang this ball joint out and then move on to the uppers. So we are now going to show you, this is our second one, how to make this turn into this. New bushings, new sleeves, new ball joint, and we promise there was no swearing involved in the process of making that happen. But we're here now, and we got this all set up with our proper cups and races and this and that, and simple as can be. Drive a block of wood in here so you don't get any deflection of your channel in here. And as well, we have this little piece in there ready for this edge to prevent deflection. So you take your good old impact, and you don't have to just give it the beans. I mean, you take your time with it and just kind of watch it work itself in. And we're there. We will now remove this and do the same to the other side. Nice. I think the battery died. So that was awkward. So is this apparently.
Two hours later.
That's
I'm saying I'm second guessing you, but see? No swearing. Hey, look, a hammer. Got it. Another hammer.
1, 2, 3, go!
Good.
So we were gonna do an update when we got here today. We were like, oh, let's just throw the upper control arms together. And it's nighttime now, and we've been here for 3 hours. So here's our update. We got the upper control arms done, and the lower control arms are already in the car. So we are going to attempt to put the new springs in, which are slightly taller, way more beefy, and less likely to go in than the original ones. So we're gonna take you along and show you how terrible that job can be. But we've got good attitudes about it, I think.
Piece of cake.
Piece of cake. So
No, I said it.
oh, I wish you hadn't.
I know.
All right, so we got the spindle put back on. So now we're just gonna tighten the upper and lower ball joints. We're gonna take the spring compressor out, and then we can work on getting the shocks in and the steering on. And I think that'll be it for the night. So I'm gonna continue working. Carter's gonna get out of here, and we'll probably catch up with you tomorrow when it'll be put the calipers on, bleed the brakes,
Grease the bushings.
grease the bushings, set it on the ground, tighten all the bushing bolts at ride height, and then we'll take it on a little bit of a test drive and see how it feels.
Where we at, bud?
We are almost done. We have the brakes on, bled. At this point, all we have to do is grease everything in the front end, everything with a nipple. We shall add grease. And then wheels and tires on, and set it on the ground. I think after that, we'll see on the track. Oh, well, that wasn't good. When you put everything together, they give you these nipples that you have to install. And when you put them in there like a half a thread and then forget that you didn't tighten them, they come out. And now I have to wrestle because this is a brand new fitting. And it works really well. It doesn't want to fall off. And I can't narf up the threads on the nipple. And it's brass. And this is steel. And all my tools are steel. So the easiest thing we were going to do didn't work. So once we get this fixed, we'll grease the rest of the fittings. Here is the best part of any project, but in particular, this project. It did fight us almost every step of the way, but I think, especially tonight. Yeah, but tonight everything came together, and the last thing we have to do is put the wheels and tires on and put it on the ground. Now, as you guys remember, we measured the car at its initial ride height, and from the ground to the corner of the bumper here, in the front it was 13.5 inches, and in the rear it was 16. I think that the rear dropped a little bit, maybe because of the level. So I'm gonna go like 15.5, possibly. In the front, I think will be 17.
We're not competitive, but we're completely competitive. I think we're going to be 16.5 in the front, and I'm gonna guess 17.25. Can I do that? Can I go to a quarter?
Sure.
17.25 in the back. I don't think it will. I think it has raised itself enough, but I think that's a low. That's obviously either of our estimates on the back are a low end, because in the back right now we have the least amount of air that they say that's recommended to run.
Absolutely.
So it definitely could go anywhere from what we measured up. So
We'll find out. I was going to say there's only one way to find out.
yeah.
Is that how you lift your Caprice?
Like there. No,
Look at us all in this time.
you know, it actually is. It's there. That's better.
You know, before when we did that, we would have been smashing the oil pan on the ground. The actual oil pan clearance now is way better than it was. We should have measured that.
So we have our same tape measure used before, so there's no like magic happening here. And Joe, where about did you take your measurement? Right at the the button here? Or?
Right at the corner.
At the corner.
Yep.
And survey says 15. And 7, 8, 15.
Yours makes no difference?
Yeah. Ooh.
That's 17.5.
I mean, if you go to the bottom edge of the bumper, about 17.25.
I went right like I went at
nub.
the. Yeah, that's what I did.
17.5, yeah. Yep, 17.5.
Sweet. At this point, hubcap's on, and I think we'll see you guys on the autocross course, which I may have a surprise. I've got a little ace up these non-existent sleeves.
You never wear sleeves.
I never do, but there's an ace up there just in case.
He keeps it in his armpit.
I wasn't gonna take it out. So we'll see you guys on the autocross course. So we got the Caprice back from the alignment. It drives really nice down the road. The suspension seems nice and firm, but there's only one way to truly find out if it's fixed, and that's to go down our slalom. We had to move the track over a little bit, but I don't think it's gonna be an issue. We're gonna go and we're hoping for a sub 20-second pass, and I have two surprises actually coming a little later to see just how good this actually stacks up. So we're gonna get everything set up and we're gonna hit the track.
Not bad. Apart from hitting the cones, that's already way better. Can you guess what you did, even though that was epically horrible?
The 19.
23.1.
That's a second slower.
And you hit more cones than you missed.
That's a second faster, or a second slower than my best time, I think.
Right.
Alright, well, we'll reset the cones and try again.
Sounds good. All right, here we go for run number 2. 3, 2, 1, go! Hit the first cone. Not bad. I would say, truthfully though, I don't know how he feels about it, but I would personally deem any of these runs completely disqualifiable.
How many cones?
Dude, you're hitting too many. You shouldn't even be counting these runs, no offense. It's bad. It's bad. Like the first, the third, coming back, you do the third and the fifth, and we can't, I'm just saying we can't consider it a slalom if we hit all the cones, you know?
Yeah.
So, but 22.8.
We're happy with that, kind of.
But hit many more cones. So.
We'll try to do better.
But either way, we're gonna take a quick pause here, I think. The goal of this pass is to hit no cones. We've established that, we've discussed it.
Regardless of time.
Joe's ready to rock and roll, and we're gonna get it in 3, 2, 1, go! So only hit a cone once. However, worst time thus far. But he may, I know him, he's gonna want a second shot at it.
How bad did I do, but I didn't hit any cones?
You hit one cone. The very first one out of the hole. You did not hit a single cone after that.
Good.
Worst time yet. 24.76.
Like the closure. So there is my surprise. We're gonna put the low profile tires on 18-inch wheels on the Caprice, and hopefully it'll handle a little bit better and give me my sub 20-second pass. But I have a feeling my own driving ability is probably gonna let me down. But there's only one way to find out. So we'll get right into it and swap the tires.
So here we go. We got the low pro tires on here, tons of wheel gap. Timer's set, Joe's ready. Bring it up. Keep coming, keep coming. Good. Ready in 3, 2, 1, go. I think he's excited. Uh-oh. Now that made a difference. Granted, some cones were hit, but we'll tell them together.
I started out too hot. I didn't.
You hit a few.
I didn't want to do what I did, and it messed me up the whole way.
We can redo it.
You gotta reset that. I don't think I hit it, but I definitely saw it just rolling through.
You did. You hit the first one, I ran up and caught it and reset it, and the third. But it was a very good run. I'll just tell you that. I'll leave you with that. No number. I'm not going to tell you the number.
Until after.
Yeah, I'll screenshot it. All right. Here we go, seamlessly into pass number 2. All right. Timer set. You ready? All right.
I'm going to try to leave with less stress though, because I don't want to hurt the market.
Perfect. 3, 2, 1, go! Missed the first cone.
I think I cut that one.
That was good. No cones, no more cones yet. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it. Well, do you want to know?
Did I hit any? I see one flat cone.
You hit the first one, the third one, and then the first one again on your way up. So you made contact with 3 cones. 2291. Last time, you only hit 2 cones. That was your record best of 2125.
Okay. I think I'm going to go for just overall less rust though.
Yep.
I feel like I'm going too fast and I'm trying to overdrive the car's potential.
Right?
So I'm going to drive at what I feel like the car wants me to do.
I think your biggest Achilles heel, from what I can see visually, is
Okay.
at your turnaround.
Yeah.
I almost have half a mind to tell you to stand on it and try to like kick yourself around, because that eats so much time. That turn itself takes you a solid 3 to 6 seconds out of 20 something. So if you could do that turn as quickly as possible, I think based on entry and staying lined up to come back in and not make that next one take forever, I think dude, sub 20 is possible.
If that happens, just be prepared for violence.
Violence. Be prepared for violence, he said. I think if you can do it in a controlled way, it'll be to your advantage.
Oh, we'll see.
Knox, let's get it. Come on. Pass 3 out of 3. Pull up a little bit more. Yep. Use your best judgment. See what you can do.
I'll go for violence.
Violence first. Violence it is. Pull up a little. Right there. Resetting the timer. And here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go! Out for him. 2509.
That's the last one. And whatever the number is, I'm happy that it was in
It's 2509.
Yeah, violence doesn't work.
Nope.
I would have thought violence isn't the right answer to solve a certain problem.
Epiphany of 585 Garage episode. Violence is not the answer.
Not always.
Not always.
Burnouts, violence is 100%.
With burnouts, violence is 100% the answer. There is a difference. So.
Do you mind resetting that?
Yeah, we got to reset a cone and we'll be right back with you. This is Buick. Take 1.
All right, so to make this pass, I'm going to put the car in manual first gear and turn the traction and stability off, so that way I can launch it using my all-wheel drive capability. I think that's where with the quicker steering rack and the all-wheel drive launch, I'm going to make a lot of time on the Caprice, but there is only one way to find it.
I'm ready if you're ready.
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. Tyler, good? And 3, 2, 1, go!
Tell me the time. I have an excuse. I was flailing at the wheel and I caught my finger inside one of the uprights on the steering wheel, and I'm not complaining, but it's not exactly, it doesn't tickle.
Fair enough. But you did hit 4 cone instances.
It felt crazy. Like the difference of like the rack speed in this is like really difficult to get used to.
Got one of these cones to fix here. We'll send them off for pass numero dos.
Ready?
I'm ready if you're ready.
Send it.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh no, that didn't work. I gotta palm it.
Ooh, 2067. The last pass was 20 and change. All right, here we go. Last hit, bud. Leave nothing left. Hit no cones. They're crying at this point. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, he's doing good here. Squealing the tires, oh man, all the violence. Man, that's consistent. 2063, that's 2 back-to-back, 20.6 second passes. You will be incredibly amazed at how this stacks up to the Caprice.
Really?
So I will tell you this. You've made 3 passes in this. What do you think roughly you've been?
Average or best?
Average. Just name a second.
Average probably like 2250, maybe 23.
Now the Caprice, we know, your very best pass, now whether I stated this on camera or not, my finger missed the button on one, right? His very best pass was 21, I think 0.5 or so. You have done 3 back-to-back 20-point-something second passes in this.
Really?
They are incredibly close.
I really don't have the ability to give it any more. I mean,
It looks good. I don't think you hit any cones that hit.
it feels good.
That was really good.
Well, I guess there's only one thing to do.
As you can see, the numbers, the proof is in the pudding. I'm astounded, really.
So am I.
That it was that close. I mean, roughly, yeah, and this fella, you hit a little more cones. I think you know, we're just coming out of winter. You're more used to driving this in terms of feel, in terms of everything. But, like a second apart. That's so close. And what a difference.
And the fact that the suspension setups on both cars is conventional versus modern. And, you know, I really don't think that there was a big difference between the two other than the speed of the steering.
Trying to keep up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'm more than happy with how this thing performed. And, well, I'm going to leave here a happy camper today. Not to mention the fact we had an awful lot of fun.
Oh, yeah.
So, I suppose until next time. I didn't hit that. Let's listen back and see. Okay, because I don't know if I could recreate that perfectly.
Is it ever perfect?
And the results may surprise you, but you can watch that now. I feel like I pointed like too much.
Maybe a little. You started to point.
Maybe I should do.
I got ready.
I know.
And I was like,
I'm sorry.
Oh.
Maybe I should do like
Not
the
there yet.
President Obama. The results I did not have suspensional relationships with that vehicle.
This time on 585 Garage.
We address a lot of the suspension, all of the suspension issues. Try it again. I like that better.
So we stopped for dinner for a quick break. Let us look at how shocking this is. I'm sorry, that was bad.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna be a blooper. It looks like a lightsaber.
There's a gummy worm up there.
How'd that happen? How did that happen?
Deep is sad.
Why'd you drop a gummy worm?
I don't know, I'm debating eating it. Heavily disgusting.
I think it'd be disgusting if you ate it.
Huh?
I think it would be disgusting if you ate it.
I know. I'm thinking about it. Poor thing.
That little speck.
Oh, found one.
You won't.
What?
You won't. He actually has it in his mouth. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I will confirm it. He's chewing, he's happy. Carter likes gummy worms. They're like catnip to cats. Gummy worms to Carter. Oh, sorry. I do it for not only me, but you guys as well. Deeply unpleasant. Not only me, but you guys as well. Deeply unpleasant.